Okay.
Do you understand? Then you're saying if you're married, right?
In a relationship, you're courting, hoping to get married. You're married.
Right, that's why I asked, what's the purpose of that friendship? You understand? Some people keep those friendships around because the relationship that they are in, they are not sure. So if anything happens, but if you are sure of the person that you are with, I think for the sake of sanity or your own sanity and the sanity of the relationship, just avoid it.
Just
If it's
avoid
not
it.
professional, like office, it's not church ministry driven. What's the so like you tell your girlfriend that you are going out with a friend, and what friend is this? A female friend. You're going to sit somewhere and talk.
A nice cozy restaurant.
What are you going to talk about? Even the professional or the professional relationship couple is even dangerous because some people spend so much time with their colleagues in the office than they even spend with their wives and their partners
Yeah.
because they leave in the morning, they come back in the evening, they sleep.
spent.
The next morning they go.
Routine begins.
So the rest of the day, that 8 or 9 hours or 10 hours, is spent with another female in the office.
Some people call them the work wife or work husband.
Imagine that you spend so much time with this person and innocently you say, "Oh, Charlie, let's go and sit somewhere."
Yeah.
We'll start from there. I mean, we are men when we know that these things they start very, very, very small before you know it has gotten out of control. So as much as you can, just avoid it.
All right, so that's Perez's view on today's topic. You're listening to the Idea Press. Thank you so much for sharing with us. And I want to get back to us doing what we couldn't do the last time we tried to call you over the phone. Walache, new release. Share with us the inspiration behind this one.
So I wrote Malachi around the time when my mom was down with cancer, when I knew that she was going to go. Like, I mean, we'd been told that it's going to happen. Prayers that we could, but Bible says all things work together for good. In His own time, He makes all things beautiful. It might not be as beautiful as we want it, but in His grand design, it's beautiful. So the devil was trying to scare me, play with my mind, said that, "Oh, your mother is gone. You also follow soon." And I told him that, you know what, I don't care. And nothing is going to happen to me. I'm going to live. I'm going to fulfill purpose. I'm going to live to declare the works of the Lord. And even if so, it's time for me to go. And my father says that I have finished the work that I'm supposed to do on this earth, so it's time for me to go. I'm not afraid of death. Yeah, so that's the whole concept of the song. So that's the part that says that like we have not afraid of death. It's God who determine when we will go. Yeah, so I mean, not scared.
We are live on Facebook. You can join. You can join in the conversation this morning. If you want to comment on our discussion with Perez, of course, you can go ahead and do that with us. You can drop if you have a question for him as well. You can go ahead. So that was any new ones coming up. We should be keeping our fingers crossed for.
For now, we're going to work on the concert.
Okay.
It's happening on the 27th, Sunday 27th of August this month. And then after the concert, there's going to be an album. But the plan was to release the album on the day of the concert, but we're still working it out, see how best we can make it work. But it's definitely going to be an album this year, and there are a lot of new songs on that album. So
Vicky and I were discussing the last time we were together that you transitioned very well from urban, because that's what we knew when we heard the name Perez. It was urban gospel. And you have transitioned well into being the artist you are now, venturing into what I would say you've created this unique space of doing your God tracks. And how did you do this? Not everybody's successful transitioning. Yeah.
Well, I think I've always had it in me, but because I was coming from the secular, the aspect of the gospel industry that I could relate easily was the secular.
Okay.
Was the urban
or rap? Okay.
Was the urban?
Okay.
But I remember there was this friend of mine. Regardless.
I know Regardless.
Yes. Regardless will always tell me in the studio that you're William McDowell.
He would say that.
He kept on saying it. And when he said, I'm like, yo, bro.
Relax.
As at that time, I don't even listen to solemn gospel like that. So how am I going to produce? He said, no, Perez, you're William McDowell. You have that flair. So that's what you're going to do. So I remember one day he just texted me and said, I told you, right? When I told you, you thought I was playing. So I think I had it in me. But I have grown musically. I have learned and I've tried to build good relationships around me. I've built a very solid circle and they support me. My producer is one of them, Spunkies. Solid guy. He's able to help me put my ideas into flesh out my ideas, and I think it's very like that is one aspect that has also helped my transition. Surrounding yourself with the right people. And I had a message by Joshua Selman one day. I was listening to his message once whilst in waiting, and then he made a very profound statement. He said, "You're a music producer. You don't have to do You're a musician. You're good, but you don't have to do everything by yourself. Learn how to work with people, bring people on board." So that hit me. I'm like, okay, all right. Then it means I have to complement my gifts. And I have to complement with the right people, and so that is what I set out to do.
Okay.
Got the right surroundings, got the right people around me, and we are learning, understanding more each other, more as the days go by. So yeah, teamwork.
So you'd say maintaining good relationships is essential in growing as an artist. You'd say
it's very important. It's very, very important through men. So your relationship with man is very, very important. Bible says that Jesus found favor both with God and with men. So you need to find a way to build a relationship with, like a good relationship with people, and also know when to say no.
When to say no.
Yeah.
When to say no.
And how to even say the no.
And how to say no. You want to give us a tip or two on that? How to say no. I think you did that beautifully this morning. Shall I tell him what just happened?
What did I do?
So maybe he doesn't realize. I think he did that well. There's somebody he didn't know. So somebody who works around your walks and says, I just saw an artist of mine I love. I want to have a picture with him. And I wouldn't say it was an outright no, but he says, let me finish my interview and we can do the picture.
Yeah.
You could have said it another way that could have just put the guy off the whole.
Oh, no. And I intend to take a picture with him.
But I love the way you handled that scenario this morning. So I'd love to do this. Just wait for me to do the interview.
Oh, yeah, and I'll do it. Because I just sat down. And I was just trying to catch my breath. So I'm like, let me finish the interview.
Yeah.
Then we make it happen.
Yeah.
Also, we'll do it.
Definitely. And we have a message that says, good morning, JJD. Please tell my brother we will be there on the 27th to support him. God bless you, bro, for the good work. So let's get into 27th proper. Glorify 2023.
Yes,
what should we expect?
So it's going to be a very solemn atmosphere. Me myself, I'm begging for an encounter. I'm begging for a different level and a different exposure. So it's going to be how do I say it? We are coming together, to glorify God, worship God, and seek from Him. On that day, I am not going to be there to just lead. It's going to be like we're going to create a community. Everybody, corporate worship, everybody is going to be part of it. So even for this glorified, I'm not, let me not give out so much. It's like everybody's going to be part of the worship.
Okay.
At every
it's
stage.
Not a sit and watch.
It's not a sit and watch. It's not. It's not. I nearly said it's not a concert. It is, but it's going to be. I need the right word. Everybody's involved. everybody's part of the worship. At every state or at every stage, everybody's part of it. So when you are coming, make sure you are coming prayed up. If you're also struggling with prayer, you come with an open heart. Come expecting, and I believe that there are going to be miracles. God is going to touch people. God is going to touch lives. God is going to transform lives. And one of the most important things, that mindsets are going to be changed, which is very important, because if you're delivered and your mindset is still in that same place that you used to be, then you are equally. There's nothing has really happened. So I believe on that day they're going to be mindset. So we have Pastor Joe Beecham, we have Cindy Thompson,
Wow.
and then we have Sissy Beidou,
Okay.
and we also have the Eugene Masquire. I'll be ministering with the Eugene Masquire.
I was with the Eugene Masquire.
That's actually nostalgic for you. You should be there.
Definitely. I'm not missing it this year. So the date 27, definitely. Where is it taking place?
So it's happening at the Victory Bible Church, Dominion Sanctuary. And I want to say a very big thank you.
Is it Aoshi? Okay.
I want to say a very big thank you to Reverend Takia Boy, Bishop. Sorry, my apologies. Bishop Takia Boy. I mean, the reception is amazing, and all the pastors, Pastor Benson, Pastor Steve, Pastor Ken, Reverend Ken. I mean, it's amazing the way they receive me, and they treat me like a son. You know, meanwhile, that's not even my church, but they show me so much love, and I want to say a very big thank you to them. And Mama, I want to say a very big thank you to Bishop's wife. She's also an amazing person. So yeah, it's happening there on the 27th of August.
Is it free? We just walk in?
Free. I mean, we intend to make it. Last year we tried. It wasn't a ticketed event. We're trying to raise funds, but I think there was we had a miscommunication with GRA and everything, so they came to worry as well. Like, you know what? Let's just make it free, like we always intend to. Possibly, if we could raise some funds. So please, when you're coming, at least just try and see if you can bring something, because we also want to help. Like I said, it's our plan to help the young boys on the street, find a way to give them jobs. And
the young boys. Why the young boys?
I'm a man. I'm a boy. I understand the male gender properly.
We need to put in some support.
Honestly, it's not easy.
It's not.
You see, society expects a lot from a man. So when a young man is struggling and there's no hope, they actually, I can tell you that most of the boys on the street are depressed. Most of the boys, they don't even know what's going to happen to them tomorrow. So you realize that they find comfort in drugs. They find
gambling too. Would you say
in gambling, because it's quick cash, you know. And you know, gambling can be addictive. You know, most of these boys, they wake up in the morning, they spend so many hours there, and some of them are even trying to help them to get out of it. They don't understand it. You understand? I mean, we were in Kanishin, we were doing an activation for it. We went to Kanishin, we went to Mokola Market. I don't know if you saw some videos.
I shared it on air that day.
We went to Kanishin, we went to Mokola. And when my people went and they were talking to the people, somebody was actually telling me, but then how do you make money if you don't work? So it's very important that we work on the minds of these people. And I think I'm like, with all due respect, I think the media is not really helping.
You can do much more.
You can do much more and can be very deliberate about it. Because now anybody at all with money can get an advertisement on TV. So you get people running all sorts of adverts on TV, telling people that, and it's messes up with the mindset
for youth.
You understand? It messes up. It's like the leaders are no more interested in the young ones. But if the young ones are not taken care of, the future of this country is doomed.
If you also have young men on your heart, as Perez and his team do, I'm thinking together we want to be at this program on the 27th.
Come, let's have a conversation.
And lend in the support we can, as much as we can. This message says, we love you, Perez. Okay. Just got my mouse messed up. Says, we love you, Perez. Victory Bible Church is your home, Accra.
Thank you.
That's coming from Foko Presido. Reverend Rebecca, trust you are doing well. So 27th, Victory Bible Church, Awashi. We're meeting there. The time is
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
Yes, and we're going to start on time.
On time.
Yes.
AMT.
We're going to start on time. Not Ghana man time. On time.
Perez, your final words to our listeners as you take leave of us. What's the Lord laid on your heart this week? What's the Lord been hammering on your heart that you want to share?
Oh, for me this week, I think I'm in a place where I'm having certain conversations with God because I need a revival. So that's where I am. So for me, I want to say to everybody out there that, keep it real with God. Be as real as you can, because God knows you more than you even know yourself. So there's no need to hiding your weaknesses. There's no need hiding your struggles. He understands and is willing to help. So in as much as you can, remain in a place of prayer. Remain broken. Just remain broken. Yeah, because sometimes we get to a place where we feel that, oh yeah, I'm okay. Then we start getting confident, and when you start getting confident, that's when
confidence in yourself, but not in God inside of you.
Pride sets in, and when pride sets in,
you're about to fall flat.
So always catch yourself. I mean, when you're going that route, try and catch yourself, because we are human. Like, there's a tendency, sometimes God blesses you and you're overwhelmed by the blessings. So if you're not able to catch yourself, you realize that arrogance and all sorts of this thing will start coming in. But if you're conscious, I mean, that one person who's very good at it is Apostle Joshua Selman. I mean, that's my G. Like, there was a message he said, he always goes back to God, and then he knows and he said, Charlie, your boy is here. Yeah. Forever remain that child in the hands of God. And don't be too hard on yourself. Take it easy. Don't be too hard on yourself.
And what you're saying brings me to what you said before about how you surrounded yourself with the right people, because when you are failing to catch yourself, when you've surrounded yourself with the right people, the godly people, they can help catch you.
Yeah. Good morning. And when they talk to you, to listen.
You've got to listen.
Yeah. Because I create an environment where people can just walk to me and tell me, "Yo, bro, relax.
Okay.
You didn't handle this well. No, you should have. No, go back into the car. No,
Okay.
go. No, you know what? Leave this place. Leave it. We'll handle it.
Okay.
And when they do that, as soon as somebody comes to me like that, I'm like, okay. It means that something is going wrong.
Right.
I just step away.
Good morning to Edith, who's watching us. Edith Uyobukeri, founder of Little Big Souls.
Oh.
Yeah. And Edith says, Perez is amazing. I will always be so grateful for his quick response supporting the Little Big Souls cause for Praise last year without knowing anything about us, and his humility and his love for God. I love how his music touches souls. He's gifted. We are blessed. And Mami Ikwayo Evans says, I totally agree with Perez. We, into bracket society, usually thinks more about girls than boys, and it is sad. Angela Jebi is also watching. Good morning, Angie. Mami, thank you so much for that contribution, which is why we love what Perez is doing. And so, Mami, I'm hoping I can see you on the 27th. So together, let's support this great cause that Perez has picked up, because the world is such a small place. You never know which one of these street boys we feel is so far away from us will now be entering your family in the next 10 to 15 years and becomes a headache for your daughter. Let's start.
When you take it from that angle, you get scary.
No, because if we continue to be selfish and it's all about me and my family, it's not just me and my family in the world. We are connected. I mean, we're all connected one way or the other.
But I must admit, it's not an easy cause. I mean, we've been trying to do a lot of things, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So I mean, on the 27th, please come. Let's have a conversation and let's see how best you can support us. I mean, we are open to ideas. We are open to resources. For us, it's a desire, and we are putting some work into it. So, all hands on deck. Any help at all we can get, we'll be grateful for it.
Fantastic, Chris. It's always great hanging out with you. Stay with us right on the I'm Drive.
Come on, come on.
Never ceases.
Come on,